talk about granddaddies.
Let's do that. Let's start with that.
Let's talk with granddaddies, because I think that it's a family.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah, the sun's beating on it.
Well,
family tradition, man. This has all been a Bo Cephas song right here.
Exactly. I grew up from the time I can remember when I was about 4 years old. My grandpa, the only reason he had guns was for hunting. He never owned anything else. It wasn't a hunting shotgun.
Right.
It was single shots. He had a single shot 22 for squirrel hunting and stuff like that. And also my grandpa lived on a farm and stuff, so 22 single shot was how you dispatch a hog.
Yeah.
He's dispatched cows with a 22 long rifle. That's how you dispatched your stuff.
Your livestock,
right?
Meat. Yeah.
So he had a 22 long rifle. It was a Remington. It's a 41 Target Master, old bolt action single shot.
It's definitely 41? A Target Master. I think it's a 40. I want to say yes.
I think it's a 41 Target Master, if I'm not mistaken. But that was his 22. It hung above the fireplace on the mantle.
Our numbers for our age starts with a 4, so the rest of the numbers following kind of get a little messed up.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So
memory's slipping.
Every time I went to my grandpa's house, over the fireplace, he had a 3-gun rack.
Right.
He had the 22 on it.
Right.
He had a single shot 20 gauge on it. Ivor Johnson.
Yeah.
And he had this 410. This 410 is a Cooey Arms, but it's a Winchester Western, and then Cooey Arms. Cooey Arms is a Canadian company.
Okay.
So for, I think it was a 2-year period, Winchester wanted to do a line of single shot shotguns, and Cooey Arms was trying to get more in the U.S. market than just Canada. So they did a line with Winchester with a 410, a 16, a 20, and a 12 gauge, all single shots.
Huh.
And that's what this one is.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So this gun, I can't remember when it was manufactured. It's somewhere around the 40s or 50s.
Okay.
Right in that area. And as long as I can remember, I was born in 84, so from the time around 89 or so is where my memories really start. When I walked in, this was the second gun hanging on that rack.
Right.
When my grandpa bought this was his squirrel and rabbit gun. That's what he did. He liked jump dogs. His dog walked behind it, he'd jump the rabbit, he'd shoot the rabbit.
Yeah.
And he could lay some rabbits out with this. So when I was 7 years old...
Surprised he ain't got like a poly choke on it.
Yeah, I know. This is just a straight 24-inch full choke, shoots 3-inch shells. So when I turned 7 years old, my dad and my grandpa decided it was time I go out hunting with them. And they didn't do anything with small game. That's all they ever did. So when we went out, my dad took the 22. I took my grandpa's 410, and my grandpa took his single shot 20 gauge is what he used. And we went out squirrel hunting for the first time, and about an hour into that hunt, I had a squirrel walk out, and I got my first squirrel.
Nice.
I still remember the shot. It was Winchester number 6 game load, 2 3/4. Those old green 410 shotgun shells.
Yep.
And after that, I was hooked on hunting.
Yeah.
So
that's all it takes.
So I grew up seeing this on my grandpa's rack, and it's pretty cool. If you look, you can see the duck inlay on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So if you look, there's a little duck inlay on there, right in this area. It's got a little pitting, got a little rust on it. But this thing is so old, but it's a pretty good little shotgun.
Yeah, that's a little toasty too.
Yeah. So I ended up taking my first squirrel ever with it.
I'm surprised they don't say Sears and Roebuck on it.
Yeah, I know, really. He bought that at...
the bore's surprisingly clean considering the age.
I don't even remember the store he bought that on. It might have been like one of the old I think it was just a hardware store.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's... Back then, that's what they did.
So after that, I guess I was about 14 or so, and I ended up getting this gun from him, and it's been one of my favorite firearms. I don't use it that much, but I try to take it out every year for at least one squirrel hunt.
Oh, that's cool.
Every year.
That's cool.
So my grandpa, he's been gone since 2000, I guess.
Okay.
2002. Somewhere along there. So it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
And I've had it, like I said, I'm 41. I had it since I was 13 or 14.
You ought to come out this fall. You know how many rabbits I got out here?
Oh, that would be fun.
You know what? Right.
I would hate to even venture it how many rabbits my grandpa's killed with this gun.
If you notched the stock, there'd be no stock left.
There would it would just be a receiver and a barrel. That's it. The stock would just be gone. Because this is all he used from the time he bought it until he was, I guess, 80.
I mean, dude, rabbit on the smoker is really good.
Yeah,
and
I love rabbit.
I have a ton of rabbits. You got to see every spring my yard is full of them.
Oh yeah. Let me check on that real quick.
I was thinking the same thing.
All right, we still running.
All right.
So yeah, that's how I came about this gun, and it's probably got the most memories with it because, like I said, I used to go squirrel hunting with my grandpa every year.
And see, that's so cool to have that kind of memory. And
I got a couple of his other guns, but there's something about this one. I guess because it's the first one he ever took me hunting with and let me use.
Yeah.
It's just.
I mean, that's your first gun.
Yeah.
All practical purposes.
Well, it wasn't my first. It's first hunting gun.
Yeah.
My first gun was a Ruger 1022. That was mine.
Okay.
I got that when I was 9.
Okay.
That was my first official gun. I just used his from 7 to 9.
All right.
But this is my first hunting gun. It belonged to him. The stories he has told, sitting around telling stories, because we used to run rabbit dogs all the time. So if it wasn't hunting season, you just went out to practice the dogs. You'd go out at dusk, drop the tailgate, let the dogs out, build a campfire, have some food and stuff, roast hot dogs, and tell hunting stories all night listening to the dogs run.
That's what hunters do.
So it's just...
I mean, how many times have you and I shot deer? We know the story, yet we're still going to repeat it about 16 different ways.
How many times have we sat in the same stand and tell the story to each other?
Same story.
Like your bow, the first bow hunt.
Lord,
it turned out bad.
It did.
It turned out bad.
And that was my fault too.
I was literally sitting in the tree beside him,
and he's like, "Shoot!"
And we still tell the story to each other.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the fish I caught this morning, the big smallmouth I caught.
We've been talking about it ever since.
All morning long, all afternoon. I can't believe he hit that little Joe fly. I mean, it like wrapped around his lip. It was.
Yeah, it's all about the fact that he hit the Joe fly, but then nothing else did.
If you run into somebody who claims to be a sportsman and they don't want to tell stories, I'm going to call shenanigans on that one.
Yeah,
sorry.
They're just in it to.
They're the macho ones that give everybody a bad name because
they're the ones that something doesn't click in there. They're just doing it for. They're the ones actually doing it for that cool factor.
They're doing it for the macho bloodlust bull crap that
Yeah, and sadly, I know we both run YouTube channels. We both hunt. We both film our hunts. But YouTube's different than TV. TV hunting. It's not the same as it was when we were growing up. If you watch a hunting, I know some of y'all have probably seen hunting shows on TV, and it's all sponsors like NASCAR, and big bucks on ranches, And if you don't kill a 140-inch deer, are you even a hunter?
Yeah, I mean, I like going on the YouTube and I'll find the hunting shows that have been around a long time, and they'll upload, like their old first season episodes, and they're
my
like
favorite
their 20th.
one is following Dan Fitzgerald's Fitzgerald's channel, because that's the whole reason I got into bow hunting.
Right.
If it hadn't been for Dan Fitzgerald videos back in the day that actually taught you stuff about hunting, I don't know how long it had been before I got into bow hunting.
I watch the old Ralph and Vicky's.
Oh, I love those.
I love that couple. They are.
See, I'm going back even further than you.
Yes, you are.
I'm going back into the early 90s.
Yeah. Well, I mean, going back to the early 90s, and the ones that really made it bad for hunters was like Midwest whitetail.
Midwest whitetail was a big...
Horrible.
The thing about it, even back then...
The deer they shot were fantastic, and the videography was great. But, oh my God, even back then, the main guy, Bill Winkle or whatever his name is, I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, he was. I was watching some of his old ones because I'll still watch like Chasing November and stuff because these big Midwestern bucks. I can't help but want to watch them.
Oh, they're fun.
Yeah,
you already hunt, you know about it, but they're not. They don't teach you anything.
It's not realistic.
No.
They're like, oh, I just bought a new small farm. It's only 800 acres.
Or they're hunting on a ranch, which a lot of work went into getting them in that tree stand. Yeah. But you don't see that.
No. And like
you see them going.
But I was watching him. And I mean, you talk about a snobby hunter. 180-inch deer. Well, that deer's about 6 years old, and he's like 180 inches. I don't think he's going to get any bigger, so I'm just going to let him go. And I've got this other one I want to shoot. And like he would put booties on his feet, to go put out corn in front of a camera so he could take his inventory. And I'm like going, what the?
That was when everything
That's
started
not
getting
hunting.
commercialized.
Yeah, it was. Because, I mean, he didn't meet a sponsor he didn't like. He would just pump it and push it. Every other word was so-and-so said to use this. You know.
But yeah, back in the day, even back then, like the early and mid-90s, even things like the big commercial guys like Buckmasters.
Yeah.
They did a lot of shows like that just hunt on ranches and everything. But they also had those episodes, every few episodes, they would do an educational episode.
Yeah.
They would do like, on today's episode, we're going to talk about how to hunt the rut.
Well, kind of how to situate a food plot.
Yeah.
So that the deer travel through or
Right.
something like that.
They
Yeah.
would, how to hunt the pre-rut, how to hunt post-rut,
You know.
how to hunt early summer deer. They would actually
Yeah.
have specials that taught you something if you didn't know anything.
They kill you.
But
though.
nowadays, when's the last time you saw something on TV that, as far as a main, and I'm not talking about like on, you know, some of the smaller outdoor channels will do independent shows.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about from a main thing. When's the last time you got taught anything?
No, you watch it for
You
the
don't get
entertainment value. No.
So,
And you got, but see, that's YouTube's got a lot of these people are starting to come out like that.
YouTube, yeah.
They're bad about it. Like, I love the hunting public. Absolutely love. Those guys are good. They're smart. They teach. I mean, they got it figured out. Love the platform. Love the show. But do you know how many people now that I got a neighbor up here who thinks he's the next Zach. He's not going to shoot a buck unless he's got to crawl across 40 acres on his hands and knees, and that deer's 160 inches or bigger going, in this state, you get a 160-inch buck, you're winning deer of the year at the Dixie Deer Classic.
This isn't Iowa, this isn't
You're not going to, it's
Pennsylvania,
different
this isn't-
subspecies of deer. You're not going to get that. And, I mean, he thinks he's big and bad, and hey, you know what? All power to you, brother. If that's what you want to do, go for it. I ain't going to knock you for doing it. But don't be knocking me if I'm coming out in here and shooting something that's got 135 inches of antler and weighs 200 pounds because, buddy, I'm seeing a lot of meat in the freezer sitting right there.
That was like, have you ever seen Dan Fitzgerald movies, the old ones?
Not the old ones,
Okay.
no.
Dan Fitzgerald got famous bow hunting. You know who Bob Folkrod is? Used to be a Bass Pro staff.
No,
Bass
I don't
Pro
know him.
shops. He was big into archery too. So they had one called Down for the Count. I think it was the one they did together. It was one of the first ones I ever saw by them. It was Dan Fitzgerald, Bob Folkrod, and it was one of the first videos that they ever got the exit of an arrow. They were hunting on the ground in two separate places, both filming, both hunting.
Nice.
And the deer came between them, and they were able to get he got
That's
the
cool.
shot going toward it, and Bob Folkrod got the shot
coming out. That's awesome.
So, but anyway, Dan Fitzgerald videos, the thing I liked about them is I'm watching Buckmaster, I'm watching Real Tree Outdoors, I'm watching everything at the Nashville Network back in the day, Sunday mornings.
Yeah.
Sundays, I think Saturdays were hunting, Sundays were fishing, or something like that.
Yeah.
It kind of staggered back and forth.
Or I think it was the other way.
It might have been the other way.
I think it was the other way. I think it was
Sundays
Saturday was fishing, Sunday was hunting. Yeah.
So,
Good Lord, man.
but
you're
these
making me
were
reach back.
VHS videos. Yeah, these were VHS videos that I was renting at Showtime Video in Walkertown.
Yeah.
And I'm watching on TV, they don't ever shoot anything but 160, 170, 180 inch deer. And they're hunting in places that I'm never going to hunt.
Right.
I turn on a Dan Fitzgerald video. He's bow hunting in cornfields from the ground. He's hunting from tree stands in the middle of thick woods. He's hunting in swamps.
Yeah.
And he praises hunting for meat. So if he says, hey, today's hunt, we're looking for meat on this farm. So if a spike walked by,
He shot
hey,
it.
that's a lot of meat.
Yeah, it is.
He shot it. He shot does. He would shoot a good buck once in a while. But it was more about the hunt and filling your freezer.
Yeah.
And then he would go into showing you how to cook the deer. He would
Yeah.
go into recipes. He would go into how cleaning techniques. And he shot a 90-pound bow instinctively, compound.
Still to this day, I saw a video the other day of him. He 80 years old shooting a frickin' Matthews.
He shoots a Matthews with that high let off, those short bows, shoots fingers
shoots
instinctively.
fingers, no sight,
How do
75 yards and drills the bullseye.
When you have a bow that string looks like this coming down to your knocking point, how do you shoot fingers and be accurate? And he doesn't have a sight on it.
I don't.
It baffles me. Dan Fitzgerald is my bow hunting hero.
But that goes to show you, though, what practice and the fact that it is a learned skill and that, you know, it takes learning and practicing and doing it in order
And he's one of the
to
people.
drill that
I've
in you.
watched him. There was one of his videos. He picked a compound that was 45 pounds, drew back, shot it. Left-handed, right-handed.
Yeah.
Picked up a recurve, picked up a long bow.
Yeah.
He just shot instinctively, anything like that.
Yeah, he just knows.
But yeah, all of those videos, Down for the Count, Corn Crazed Whitetails, Whitetail Remedies, Bad to the Bone 2, Passing Through.
Roger Raglan was another good one like
that.
Yes.
Roger Raglan was a good one.
Yeah.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah. Love him.
Hey, I know we're getting off on a tangent.
We're
but
way
there's one more.
Okay.
I want to ask you if you've seen this extreme classic.
Okay. Probably not, but okay.
Hunting Moonshine Island.
No, I have not.
You have not. You need to download. You can watch it on YouTube.
Okay.
If y'all haven't seen it, go watch Hunting Moonshine Island. If you ever look at the cover of the VHS tape, it's the group of hunters standing in front of a barbed wire fence with a fence post and a possum sitting on the fence post.
Sorry guys, I was wrong on the cover of that video. So if anybody knows the old hunting VHS that shows the group of people with a possum sitting on a fence post, please let me know, because I can't find it anywhere. I don't know why. I thought it was Hunting Moonshine Island. But anyway, that's the cover of Hunting Moonshine Island. Go see it. It's awesome.
And that's what kicked off. There's a lady on there, Margaret. She also, they did Tree Lounge.
Okay.
After Hunting Moonshine Island, did Tree Lounge. This older lady, I think she was in her 60s or 70s, shot a 7mm Magnum, which is going to bring me into this one.
Okay, that's right. Okay. There had to be a segue in there somewhere or something. We got to get back on track.
Dan Fitzgerald was the reason I started bow hunting.
Right.
Margaret was the reason I got a 7mm Magnum, because I was 13 when I got this gun.
Okay.
This wasn't my first deer rifle. I'd never killed a deer with a actual rifle. I'd killed one with a muzzleloader.
Mm-hmm.
Never killed a deer with a rifle. I started when I hunted deer hunting when I was 10. Never killed one with a rifle. Got this when I was 13. This was my deer rifle. This is a Winchester Model 70 Black Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting thing about this that you don't see that much anymore on standard guns, 26-inch barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them now 22, 24.
Mm-hmm.
Usually if it's a short action, it's 22. If it's a long action, it's 24.
Yeah.
But this one, if y'all can see
actually,
that
most
long.
nowadays they go on 20 and 22.
Oh yeah, they've gone down again.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was 26-inch barrel. I had never shot a 7 mag. Biggest gun I'd ever shot at the time was a 243 and a 30-30.
I would say the biggest gun you shot at that time was a muzzleloader.
Yeah,
50
the 50 cal muzzleloader,
yeah.
probably, biggest caliber. But as far as an actual modern rifle, those were the only two I'd ever shot.
Yeah.
So seeing Margaret hunting with a 7mm Magnum, I just got in my head, I need a 7mm Magnum. My cousin,
young and impressionable.
My cousin who had killed a deer, and one of the ones that got me into hunting the very first time, because he actually was the first person I ever knew to kill a deer. My dad didn't deer hunt. My grandpa didn't deer hunt.
Are you talking about Stephen?
No, Bobby.
Okay.
You haven't met Bobby.
Okay.
He's older than me. He's like 5-6 years older than me.
I only know about half his family, not
so
the other
he
half.
was a teenager at the time. I was 10. He was like 15, 16.
Okay.
So he killed a deer, and I helped him gut it.
Nice.
Crazy experience of my life, because I ended up, it was the middle of the night. We didn't know what we were doing. Nobody in our family hunted it. He had shot the deer that evening.
It's like, okay, what do I do
Finally
now?
got it. I walked over there with him because I'm 10 years old. We hang out at my grandpa's house, and they live next door. I saw, he got a deer. I've never seen a deer.
What do we do with it?
Because we didn't have deer like that back then. So I go over there and help him skin it. And I never will forget, it's a little sloping hill in their backyard, hanging from a tree, grass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you have a water hose spraying grass, what happens?
Oh, slip and slide.
And what happens when there's blood and guts also mixed in that wet grass?
Oh, super slip and slide. Did you do it on purpose? That's the question.
No.
I don't believe it. 10-year-old Josh.
Actually threw up.
Did you really?
Cleaning this deer. Because we didn't know anything about busting a gut or anything like that. So we skinned down as best we could, and when we got to the rib cage, our little knife wouldn't cut through it. So he went and got a full-size axe. And the guts are hanging like at the top of the rib cage, like right here. He comes overhead like this and comes down. The axe takes out the sternum, the guts, everything in between, and the force of him hitting it when it stops kicks his feet out from under. He goes face down in all that bloody grass. And I end up throwing up at the smell. When that smell, if you've never been around an animal like a deer or something that has that processed food that they've just, it's been processed multiple times.
It's an odor you'll never forget.
There's nothing like it. And when that hit me the first time, it was just like instant gagging. But I got over it.
So you're obsession with horror movies is starting to make more sense now.
You know, now that you mention it,
Your cousin's a bit of an axe murderer at that stage.
I never put those two together, but very possible. So anyway, after that situation, I was laughing and throwing up at the same time.
Right.
We got the deer cleaned.
Okay.
I ate deer meat for the very first time. It was delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess I was 9, because that was in December. I turned 10 in May, and 10 was the first time I ever went out with a gun. And I hunted only like twice. By the time I was 11, the next year, I got to shooting a bow because of Dan Fitzgerald.
Right.
And that's when I started bow hunting. But anyway, 13, I got this gun. It was my cousin's, that cousin.
Right.
He decided, we were in that stage of when you're a teenager, you just want to outdo everybody else because what you can shoot, how it kicks, everything.
Yeah.
That gun don't kick.
Especially
Even
teenage boys. We're tough. We're rough.
I've got a bruised shoulder. That gun don't kick.
Exactly.
So
Arms hanging down here. I don't know what you're talking about. What kick?
He wanted to go up to a 300 Magnum. So I never will forget. I bought this gun from him. I gave him $200.
Okay.
Well, I guess my dad did. My dad gave him $200 for this, and this became my deer rifle. I hunted with this gun until I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, still hadn't killed a deer with a gun. Keep in mind, I had not killed a deer at 18 with a rifle.
Okay.
Bow,
You've
yes.
okay.
I'm killing 5-6 deer a year with a bow.
Okay.
And just usually close shots. I either hunt with a bow through season, or I was homeschooled and hunting every single day on the same
so you
property.
Got a ton of
So by the time rifle season came in, you couldn't find a friggin' deer.
Yeah.
Like they're
You shot them all or ran them off. They were all pressure.
And back then you didn't have trail cameras to see where the deer are.
Nah.
You just hunt the same stand you hunted all bow season.
Yeah.
They're not coming to it anymore because they've died here.
Yeah.
So fast forward to the time I'm
Susie
18.
and Billy died there. Run off.
At 18, I decided I want a 300 short Magnum. I sell this to my uncle. I get my 300 short Magnum. 19, the next season, kill a deer. First deer killed with a rifle. 300 short Magnum.
Okay.
And it worked okay. I ended up shooting a second deer. I didn't like the performance. You know, I was talking about fast bullets. Yeah. They didn't really have as much bullet technology as they do now.
Yeah.
So that fast 300 short Magnum, I shot a deer at 50 yards. The bullet exit hole was the same size as the entrance hole.
Yeah,
it just like
zipped through before
it didn't
had a
even
chance
hit a
to
rib.
open.
It went between a rib and out between a rib.
Yeah.
It was just the same size. No blood trail. I tracked that deer for like 400 yards over about from one evening to the next morning, and by the time I got the deer, coyotes had already tore the deer to pieces.
I hate when that happens.
So,
I mean, they got to eat, but you know,
so
ideally we want it quick, we want it clean, because we want the meat and we want to eat it.
So that put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
So over the next several years, I changed guns. I kept the 300 Magnum, but I changed guns multiple times. I went with Remington 700, 7 mag. I went with a Ruger 270. Hadn't really killed any deer with those. I think I killed a couple deer through the time, but went back to a 243, killed several deer with a 243 in that time span. And then finally my uncle that I sold this gun to was going bear hunting in Idaho. And I got to thinking, I like that gun. It reminds me of my childhood and everything else. So I asked him, I said, since you're going after bear, would you want to trade a 300 Magnum even for this old 7 mag?
But that 300
like,
on a bear would be good.
Sure. So I traded even with him, got my gun back. I topped it with a Pro Staff, a Nikon Pro Staff, and hunted with it. I killed several deer with this over the years.
Right.
Loved it.
Shot one last year right up there.
I did. But then a few years later, I don't know why, I decided, I want a 308. And I didn't have much money at the time. So my cousin Steven, Steven.
Yeah, I know Steven.
I sold this to him and I went and bought me a 308. The stainless Axis.
Yes, I remember that.
And
now, was that before or was that after our Moxville adventure?
Well, I wanted a 308, but I sold it because
of the Moxville adventure.
I wasn't going to talk about that.
Why not?
We're gonna go. Okay, we're going to go into that story. We were talking about the whole having confidence and stuff and everything else. I went a year, did not kill a deer.
Nope.
It's the first time I'd ever went and didn't kill a deer.
Y'all have heard of major leaguers having the yips? He had the yips.
That no deer, no putting meat in my freezer. I didn't have a bit of deer meat that previous year.
Yeah.
Went bow hunting. I can't remember if I was with you or not. I missed a deer with a bow.
I think you were with me.
Might have been. I think you might have came out to my property.
Or yes, that's
yeah, you were
what
at
it
my
was.
property, and I missed a deer. I missed a deer on my property with a bow.
Yes.
And that set the whole thing in motion.
Yep.
That got in my brain. I didn't kill a deer last year. I finally get an opportunity to kill a deer to fill my freezer. I missed that deer.
I think you shot over it, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Shot right over its back.
Yeah.
Didn't even come close to touching it.
Was that the same? No, that wasn't here.
No, it wasn't here.
Yeah.
It was before this. And yeah, I got in my head. It just, that's all I can think of.
Yeah.
I go with the rest of bow season, I don't get another shot at the deer. I go muzzleloader season, I don't get a shot at the deer.
Nope.
Come rifle season, we decide to go to our buddy Tyler's place out in Moxville.
Yeah.
And I'm setting up, I've got this 2-man stand, I've got a rest. Finally, there's a doe. I got my 7 mag. Okay, I got to do this. I got to get a deer in the freezer. I'm rested, 125 yards. Boom! See the deer run off? That's weird, 7 mags. Usually you see a reaction. So we get down and we look and we look and we look and we look. There's no hair, there's no blood, there's no evidence other than the fresh deer tracks.
Yeah.
There's nothing, we find nothing.
Yep.
So now I've missed a deer with my favorite rifle that I have no excuse as to why I didn't hit that deer.
And I think you were even telling me too, like, man, this thing is just, you went
dead
home and
on.
shot it.
I did.
You're like, it's dead on. I must have bumped the scope.
Yeah.
And you went home and shot it, sending me pictures of it, like hitting the bullseye.
But I'm still, in my brain, I've missed my only opportunity with a bow.
Right.
I've now missed my first opportunity with a rifle.
Right.
So we go the next day. Well, this round, I keep 3 rounds in this when I'm hunting. Had a doe walk out, 50 yards, chip shot. I mean,
easy.
I mean, you should be able to look down the side of the barrel
You really should.
and hit the deer.
Yeah.
So I pull up, crosshairs, boom. The deer stands there, does not move.
Mm-hmm.
This is an open field. This isn't in the woods.
Yeah.
I
Cut
bolt
cornfield.
back, and she's walked a few steps now. She's maybe 70 yards now.
Right.
Boom! She runs toward me. I think, okay, she's going to drop. She stops at 30 yards.
She wanted to give you an easier shot.
I bolt back again.
She's
I
like,
realized-
oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was going to be easy. Let me
She
get closer.
stops and starts picking in the cut cornfield again. And I realize I didn't hit that deer.
No, you did not.
And I pull up again. Boom. Now, after the fact, I realize I'm pulling up. Boom. I'm not taking, I'm not doing
you're not
anything. I'm
taking-
in my
well,
brain.
you're
I've got
frustrated
I've
at
got
that
to kill
stage.
this deer. I've got
Yeah.
to kill this deer. And she runs behind me, crosses a creek, stops on the other side, and I watch her pick in the briars and bushes for the next 30 minutes. I don't do anything. I take my rifle, I set it in the corner of the stand like this. Jonathan thinks I've already starting to stack them like cordwood over there.
Y'all have to say, I'm like 300-400 yards away at another cut cornfield, and I'm hearing the gunshots. So after the first shot, I'm like, yes, yeah, Josh got him one. He finally broke the curse. Yes. And then I hear the second shot. I'm like, oh my God, he's coming back strong. He got 2. And I heard the third one. I'm like, what the heck is going on over there?
Then he finds out the ugly truth.
I'm texting him. I'm like, how many dead deer do you got? And he goes, I'm done. I'm like, you've already filled all your tags? Nope, I missed every single time. Do you not have more ammo? Oh, I got plenty, but if I
And
put
the
any
deer's
more
still
in there.
Deer's still there. I'm
Deer's
just
still
done.
there. He's like, if I put another round in this gun and can't hit it, I'm going to wrap it around the tree. I'm done.
Or throw it in the river behind me. So I come home and shoot the gun again. I come home and I've got a bunch of little targets set up at the 100-yard mark. I pull up offhand and hit. I'd set up something out there. I was plinking with stuff, and I think there was like a coffee mug or something.
Yeah.
I pull up offhand, boom, explodes it.
Yeah.
100 yards. I go hunting the next morning. No, it's not. It
was a few days later.
It was a few days later.
Yeah.
But the next morning hunt, I
Yeah.
go on. I don't care what walks out. I don't care if it's a spike. This one property, I generally didn't shoot anything but 8-pointer or better. I didn't care what it was.
Yeah.
It could have been a yearling. It doesn't matter. I've got to get a deer for the freezer. And I had a button buck walk out, about 100 yards or so, maybe 120. I'm sitting in a shooting box. Boom. Deer runs out, stops on the other side of the field, starts back eating, and walks in the woods 30 minutes later. I didn't even bother to reload. I got up, got on the four-wheeler, went straight to the house, called my cousin, and said, I've been thinking about a 308. I want a 308. Do you want to buy this? I'll take $150 for it. And I sold him this rifle for $150 with this scope on it.
Yep. This is all very
I get
true.
the
I can
308.
attest to it. I was there for most
I
of
kill
it.
a nice 9-pointer in Low Gap at a place I hunt with that year with the 308. Boom, deer drops right there. I come out to Jonathan's property. Was that this? I think it was the following year.
Something like that.
I think it was the following year. I shoot a nice 8-pointer over here with that
Yep.
308. Bullet didn't perform very well on that one.
I found it for him the next morning.
He
I'm
found it the
really
next
good
morning.
at finding other people's deer.
Yeah, we walked by it 25 times, but it was dark and in weeds.
I had no problems. I went first thing sunrise when.
Yeah, daylight. Anyway, besides my horrible tracking skills there.
Hey, but you got a good friend, man. I butchered that thing, left it sitting for you at a
You
cooler
did.
and everything.
I picked it up. So I felt confident with my 308. Hunted multiple years after that. We've hunted together.
Oh, yeah,
killed
yeah.
several deer. But I got once again thinking about that old Winchester from my childhood.
Memories, man. You know,
And
family
I
traditions.
called my cousin up and I was like, "You still got that 7 mag, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I want it back." I was like, "You just tell me what you want for it." I was like, "I know you got multiple deer rifles." He said, "Well, I was going to hunt with it this year." Hey, I'll sell it back to you. So I bought it back. He sold it back to me, same thing.
There
Gave
you
it
go.
for- And now that it's back, I don't care what happens to it. I don't care if I've never shoot another deer with this rifle. But I redeemed myself. Last year was my first year with it back.
I mean, perfect shot.
Perfect shot.
75.
Same
65
scope
yards.
has never been touched since the deer I missed. Same
Yeah.
scope, same load, same everything.
Mm-hmm.
How many years later? 6, 7 years later?
I
8?
think it's 8. Yeah.
8 years later, same gun, same setup, owned by another person.
Yeah.
Got it back. Come out here, 40-yard shot on a deer. Perfect shot.
Yeah.
She didn't run 30 yards.
Was it 40-yard shot?
I don't even know if it's that far.
Oh no, that's right. Because she was at the bottom of
she
the
was
hill.
on this
That's
side
right.
of the drainage ditch.
Y'all can watch the
Yeah,
video.
yeah, he's got the video.
It's on my channel.
I'll link it in this.
Okay.
If I can remember.
Yeah. Well, this is your reminder.
There you go.
Josh, link it.
Exactly. So yeah, all of those years, missed 8 deer
Yeah.
with this rifle.
Yeah.
Have not changed anything. When he got it, he checked the 0 on it,
Yeah.
and he hunted with it for several years. And
Shot
then
a
put
couple
it in
deer
the
with
safe.
it
He
too,
did.
didn't
He
he?
did
Yeah.
kill a couple deer with it. Same scope, same
'Cause I
everything.
remember you texting me going, Steven shot a deer with my gun.
Yep. The same year I sold it to him, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, and you're like, it's not the gun.
Once again, he had tested it. It shot fine.
Yeah.
Shot a deer with it. When I got the gun back those years later, I went home, put it on the range. I put 3 shots, 1 inch high at 100 yards, clover leafed.
Perfect.
And I don't know. I guess it somehow mentally I got over it over those
Yeah.
years. And so it was never the gun.
No,
It was me.
but yeah.
And to this day, this is one of the most accurate deer rifles I've ever owned.
And you think about, I mean, with the stories we just told and all the memories you got in that, and for mine, yours, I mean, these are treasured memories.
Yeah.
That, we'll tell our grandkids, great grandkids, 80 years old, sitting in the mall, hey, you won't hear about the rifle I used to own?
I will forever tell these stories.
And that's just it. I mean, to, people who don't know firearms,
They
it's
don't get
evil, it's scary, it's a death machine. Look, y'all, it's a tool just like anything else.
Keep talking. I'm going to check the camera.
You can have your favorite.
Okay.
You can have, your least favorite. You can have the ones that have given you nothing but trouble. But you won't get rid of to save your life.
That's it.
And-
I can't say that. I got rid of it twice.
Yeah.
But now,
It's still with you, ain't it?
It is
In
still
the
with
end,
me.
It's what happens at the end, And that's the thing. I mean, a lot of this stuff, yes, it is just a tool. It's just a simple machine. It only
to
holds the
anybody other
power
than
that you
me.
put into it.
to anybody other than me that hasn't heard those stories,
Yeah.
this is a Walmart gun from the 90s.
Yeah.
That's the best it is.
Yeah, it is. But to him, it's one of the most valuable possessions he owns.
You could offer me $5,000 for this rifle right now. I'm not taking it.
Sticky's offered me $1,000 for this one. He wants this gun right here. I'm like, nope, that's my first.
You could not buy either of these guns.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the thing, is that the memories, the things that, like with me, building memories with my daughter, the memories of hunting with your granddad out in the field, the craziness with the Winchester right there, which, I mean, I was there for half of it. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah,
but
you've seen a lot of that
I have.
saga.
I have. So, I mean, that's
Yeah, 'cause
the
how long
thing.
have we known each other? 11 years? 12 years?
No.
13. 13.
Yep.
Good.
13 years.
We're both old.
Yes, we are.
We met at Dick's Sporting Goods when he moved up from Florida. So I was already working there. He started working there, and we pretty much hit it off and became friends fairly quick.
Yeah, that didn't take much.
Because, you know, working in big box retail, you don't always work with people that have the same interests. You might work in the same department, but they're not huge into gun. I mean, he worked for a gun company for a while.
4 or 5 years I was a sales manager for a gun manufacturer, and then I was about 3 years as a sales manager at a gun store.
So he was the first person I worked with at Dick's Sporting Goods that I could sit down and legitimately talk guns, not just a specific gun. We could talk any guns.
Yeah.
We could talk hunting. We could talk fishing. So we instantly...
It only took like 1 or 2 closings together, and that was...
Oh, yeah, we were already talking about when we're going fishing.
Yeah.
When we're going hunting. Because when Jonathan moved up here, he didn't have anywhere to hunt.
No, I didn't. And I didn't know where like any of the public lands were. I found there really wasn't much.
Yeah, we hunted public land.
Yeah, we did a couple of times because we went to Jordan Falls. Was it Jordan Falls? That was like...
But it's Lake Falls.
Lake Falls.
It's Butner Game Land.
Yes.
We went down there and hunted. I think it was muzzleloader because we're able to hunt down there muzzleloader in October because they're Eastern season.
And I had a spike buck that I passed on. You told me I was stupid because it was public
game
land.
land. In North Carolina, public land gets hit hard.
And that's because there's hardly none of it.
No, if you
and
live,
it's a pain to find.
If you lived on the East Coast or you live in the mountains, you'll find tons of public land.
Yeah.
If you live in central North Carolina, you're going to be driving. We got like 2 places that's reasonable driving distance. One of them's like 160 acres that's public. 160 acres sounds like a lot, but it's not when you put 30 people hunting on it.
At least.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they do any kind of quota or anything
not on
for
that
that.
one.
So,
I don't think so.
I mean,
and then you've got Butner, which is big. You can get away from people. I think you saw we walked, what, 1.5 miles, 2 miles
Something
in?
like that.
Yeah, we walked a good ways in.
Yeah.
And you can get away from people out there on those big game lands.
But no, we still had somebody walk by us. Remember that?
Yeah, we did have the one.
Because he walked down that trail and to the lake too. We were shocked.
Because I told you that's the first time I'd seen anybody that far out. So we need to start walking further next time we go. And then we hunted Perkins game land out there.
Yeah, we turkey hunted Perkins and we turkey hunted Mitchell. That's what it was.
We turkey hunted Mitchell.
Yeah.
And
that was my first time turkey hunting too.
And we almost got one, but the guys that pulled in front, we'd located the bird for them and they shot it.
Yeah, and that's how hunting public lands in North Carolina goes.
Our public lands, I mean, if you ever, I'm sure they're all the same. You got a dirt road going into a main parking area, but you got little pull-offs that you go to. We pulled off in this one. The truck came in right behind us, pulled off in the second one. I mean, we could see them there, 100 yards?
Oh, yeah, easy.
100, 120, something like that?
I mean, they were walking through the
So
woods,
we get
had light
out,
on, saw them, waved.
We waved at them. We get in the woods. It's starting to lighten up. I think, okay, it's probably early now. I hit a call on their ridge.
Yep.
And we start trying hard to call it. And how long? We heard a gunshot. What?
We called that thing for at least a half an hour. It
Till
would
the
not
sun
cross the creek.
Started coming up.
Yeah, it wouldn't cross the creek, and then we're like, well, we're done. And about that time, boom.
So
yeah,
that's what happens.
So anyway, he had land to hunt, and from there we started finding more and more private land because around here that's
I find places to hunt. I take Jonathan hunting. He finds places to hunt. He takes me hunting.
And now
we try to go fishing when we can if I'm not working all the freaking time.
Well, that's the biggest thing, Josh works like he's bought and paid for. So
pretty much. I'm Monday through Friday and rotate weekends.
It is. You work a lot, man. So. But yeah. So we talk a lot too when we get together.
We do.
We have a lot of catching up.
What do you like today? We had.
Yeah.
It's been a little while since we've seen each other. And I say a little while. It's been what?
Since the craft fair.
Yeah.
When, the wind tried to blow us all away.
Yep, that was the last time.
Yeah, I don't know about you, man. My body was hurting after that.
Oh, yeah. My wife runs a little business, and he runs a woodworking business, and we did a joint booth at a craft fair, and the wind was, 30 mile an hour?
40.
40?
With 60 mile an hour gusts.
We had canopy weights, we had coolers tied down, and we still was having to sit there, arms up like this, holding our canopies down.
The whole day.
His blew away.
I'm flexed like this.
My shoulders hurt so bad.
Oh, mine did too. I could hardly stand up straight the next day.
But it's fun. But we need to go fishing again soon, and we need to have a range day soon. I think
we do.
I want to do another video too.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think we're at about an hour and 20 minutes.
I was gonna say I think we've talked more than we should have.
So this is we're gonna cut this into 2 parts.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to. I can't. If I put one on this long, everybody's gonna get tired of hearing us ramble.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a 2-part video.
Story time with Pinnacle Outdoor Traditions.
Exactly.
Enjoy.
But this is exactly what I wanted with.
Yeah.
Because I like the fact where we're mostly talking, we're not really shooting, where you need to see a target and stuff like that. I can be able to list this as a podcast too, and it's even more visible. If you're riding in a car, you can flip it on podcast.
And again, you know, for those who, you know, who hunt, who fish, who shoot, this is the stuff that you're looking for anyway. Because you can listen to this all day long. You just love
stories.
it. It
I love
becomes
hearing
part
stories.
of it. I do too. So
I think it's fun. I like the conversation thing. I hope it takes off on YouTube. I hope people are interested in it because I'd rather do videos like this than I do the shooting videos.
I know, right?
I just
This
love
has been
talking.
fun.
It's fun because I shoot all the time.
we're gonna have to do something like this for my channel too.
This is a nice change. Just
Yeah.
sit down and talk about stuff.
Yeah.
So, but this is what I wanted with this. I wanted it to be more of a conversation style and talk about stuff that's not just getting out doing a review, telling you about this product, telling you why we do this stuff.
Yeah.
And just wherever our conversation goes, that's where we go.
That's it. And it's been fun, man.
It has been fun.
I always like it.
Appreciate you, sir.
You too, brother.
All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this. You'll probably see me on Jonathan's channel pretty soon. We might do something like this for him.
I'm thinking.
And
Got to figure some stuff out. But
be sure to follow Jonathan if you like hunting and
Please
fishing videos, and he does some gun stuff too. You
I do some.
A lot of hunting gun stuff.
Yeah. I try to stick to the hunting guns and like bows, crossbows, scopes, anything that has to do with like the hunting
Right.
world.
Whereas mine's more of like your ARs, your handguns, semi-automatic.
Not
Once in
that
a while,
I
I'll throw in
can't
some-
do that,
Right.
but I just I don't want to compete with you, and B, I have a drive to hunt. It's all I care about. It's all I think about. So
Right, and you and me, I love to shoot. So,
Yeah.
and I have a job where I carry a gun every day, so,
So,
I'm constantly
it
wanting to
works.
practice and shoot.
Yeah.
It works. I love getting new items. So, but you'll see Jonathan more on this channel some. You'll probably see me joining him whenever I can on
Yeah.
some fishing or hunting videos. I hope to this September because I got to get deer with a longbow. I've never done that before.
I've got some ideas. You need to come over here and scout.
So,
But
we'll
I
have
got
to
some.
do that.
I
We
got
need
some
to scout,
spots. I'm thinking
figure
about
out
for
how I
you.
want to do a ground blind.
Just
or if
for
I
that.
want to do just a natural blind.
I'm thinking I've got some spots where you can brush yourself in, or just
Nice.
kind of tuck into the laurels, and I got some ideas.
Sweet. Well, be sure, I'm going to link Jonathan's channel. Be sure and follow Pinnacle Outdoor Traditions for all your hunting and fishing needs.
Please do watch the videos.
He is the trout master. He could throw a Joe fly in a mud puddle on the side of the highway and pull a trout out.
It's what it seems like. I mean, I go for smallmouth and catch trout on a smallmouth.
He uses a dead ringer, a bass bait, and catches nothing but trout. But anyway, follow Pinnacle Outdoor Traditions. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, share. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see y'all next time on Sundays on the Range.
All right,
Thank you.
guys. Bye.
All right, that was fun.
It was.